Good morning, take 4. Welcome to this. Literally, I have tried to film this like 4 times and my phone rings or the baby screams or anyway. Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to another vlog. This week I'm going to take you along with me for all of my training. So I'm going to show you how much training, the intensity of training, where I do it, how frequently I am training, my recovery, my tips and tricks, what I'm learning, and I just thought I would take you along for it all because I don't know how many times in my life I'm going to be this fit, and especially around making humans. I am definitely the fittest I have ever been. Yeah, so I'm about a year, how old are you? He's about 15 months, so I'm about 15 months postpartum, third baby. And I am training for my 3rd marathon. This year alone, I've done an ultra marathon, which I've got linked to video below. I've done the Bunbury marathon, and then I just did a half marathon a few weeks ago. It's no longer about the distance that I can run now, it's about how fast I can go. And so that led me into reaching out, finding a coach, and now we are pushing for time. I am currently in, I think it was like a 20-week training block, to be honest, between starting the training block and my next marathon. I have a super ambitious goal, but one in which I truly think if I do the prep, focus on recovery, and listen to the coach, there's no reason why I can't reach this goal. So it is Monday, as I said, happy Monday, and today we have penciled in an easy run. So what I'm also learning is that easy runs are easy. So therefore, when you have a non-easy day, you can really push yourself because you're super rested and recovered. Anyway, so Monday, easy run. I head to the treadmill for this one because it's easy. I don't have to worry about anything. I just put him in the crèche and I get it done. So let's get that done. Hey guys, so it is Tuesday. I didn't end up updating you with what ended up happening with my Monday easy run, so I'm just going to put my Strava in right here. So I ended up doing about 7.5 Ks, nice and easy, kept the heart rate nice and low, and that is the aim of my easy runs. So that was Monday done. Then today being Tuesday, I end up having my more intense workout on a Tuesday and a Thursday. Ideally, I would like to get outside for these, but it doesn't always go that way because I have small children and I also don't have anyone to really rely on in terms of like leaving my children with. So I ended up going to the gym and I ran on the treadmill. It was brutal. I'm really not used to these kinds of workouts yet, so like my legs feel like jelly. So I'm gonna put up the workout here. So as you can see, I started with the 2K warm-up, and for some reason my watch was saying my heart rate was like really high. I don't know how accurate that is, and to be honest, I take the Garmin heart rate monitor, like just the watch, with a grain of salt. Like I don't think it's the most reliable source of heart rate monitors. So then I went into my first mile repeat. So this was supposed to be at 4:10 pace. I think actually it was 4:15 pace, but I pushed it down a little bit. Got through that relatively well. Then I recovered. I think it was about a minute recovery in between. I'm not sure what it was supposed to be, but that's what I took. Then I went into my first mile alternating. So I was supposed to do 0 to 800 meters, my 4:15 pace, then 800 to 1200 at a faster pace. So I got it down to 3:55 pace. Then after the 1200 meters, for the last 400, you go back to the 4:15. So that was mile 1 of the alternating. Then I rested again for another minute and did another mile at the 4:15 pace, rested for a minute, then I did another alternating. I got through the steady mile quite comfortably at that pace. I'm not going to say it was easy, but I can do it. Then the alternating, there's something between holding that already fast pace for me and then pushing it faster, then not having a break and then just pulling it back to a still really fast pace. I feel like going to a 4:15 down to a 3:55 for me is going into a sprint. Usually after a sprint, I need a rest. So going back into a pace that was still challenging with no rest was really hard. On the last alternating, I did have to stop for a second and just go, and then I just tried to keep powering on, and I did, but I definitely did stop for a second on the second lot of the alternating. So that was my 4th mile. And by that stage, like, you've already, like, I was cooked. So I was planning a swim after that, just more recovery based, not really like working out. But it didn't happen today because my 6-year-old is homesick from school. So we are just hanging out, which, to be honest, my legs just need to chill. Then tomorrow is another easy run before Thursday's more intense session. So I will update you guys at the next lot of updates. Welcome back, guys. So I don't know if you can tell, but we have a new camera. Look, you can see me clearly now. I don't know whether that's a good thing for me. Who cares? Let's roll with it. So we're about midweek and I was talking to you guys about my training. So then on Thursday we did a 2.5 kilometer warm up at 5-minute pace. Then I did a 10-minute threshold at 4:08. And my heart rate was 173. That's pretty good for me. So without stopping, we went into a 500 meter recovery run straight after the 10-minute threshold, brought it down to about a 450, got the heart rate back down to 170, and then went straight into another 10-minute threshold at 4:05 pace. Average heart rate went up to 187 here. So then I had a little break and then I had a 2-kilometer cool down. On that day I also had my first swim. So I did a kilometer swim in 21 minutes, which for somebody who doesn't swim, hasn't swim ever, I thought that was pretty good. It also ignited something in me. I signed up for my first half Ironman in December. Literally got in the pool once and signs up for an Ironman. But that's just kind of how I am. Then on Friday, we did an 8-kilometer easy run, 4:45 pace, average heart rate 148. We also did 20 minutes on the bike because girls got to start training for a triathlon, I guess. I just did 20 minutes, average speed 24.3 kilometers per hour. Very easy. Heart rate didn't get over 130. Then to finish my training week, I did my long run. Now, I did a lot more than what I was probably supposed to do, but that wasn't by design. I just ran too far away from home and then misjudged how far it was to get home, and went too many long ways. Basically, I ran over like at least 25 minutes longer than I needed to, but that's fine because I had a great time. So I did 20 kilometers at 5-minute 10 pace. For some reason, oh, here it is, average heart rate 160, which probably slightly too high, but I was running in hills. So in that 20 kilometers, it was almost 200 meters of elevation gain. So it is quite hilly where I live. So I was pretty happy with that. Like normally when I run outside on the hills, I can't keep my heart rate under 175. So we are definitely improving. I'm gonna put my splits up here. So you can see I maintained a really nice pace. We started like 5:48, like just pure warm up, and we've got to run up a big hill to even get down to the coast here. And then I kind of got in my groove at like a 5:10 to a 5. I think I've got like a 5:20 here, but I think I was going up a kilometer incline. And then my last 3Ks I decided to do a progression, and I did a 5:10, a 4:50, and then a 4:30. I was running out of time, let's be honest. So that was my training week. Then my Sundays are for recovering. So I don't really know what my training is going to look like in the future now that I've added in another event. The marathon, Perth Marathon on, I think it's the 8th of October or the 3rd of October, whenever it is, probably got the date wrong. That's my main goal right now. I do have a time in mind that I would like to get to. I think it's achievable. I don't even think it's that ambitious. Like I've done enough running now to know that I can do the distances. And now that I'm putting in the speed training, I feel like, well, I can run that fast and much faster. It's just now training my body to be able to prolong that pace. And I'm also kind of gauging my nutrition better now. So I'm not having like huge highs and lows before and after my training. I did stumble across a problem on Saturday because I got up at 4 a.m. to go for that big long run. I need to wake up at least an hour before I run to get the body, you know, going. So that was a little bit of a problem. And like all races are usually quite early in the morning. They're not at 4 a.m. though. They're usually more like your 6:37, maybe 6 at like earliest. So like a 5 o'clock wake up, maybe even a 4. So leaving the house at 4 a.m. was a little bit tricky. So this week is an exciting week that I think I'm just gonna do a weekly vlog, not just about my training, and I'm just gonna take you along with everything. So I hope you guys have enjoyed a more training specific vlog from me. And if there is anything you would like to see from me in the future, or if you think I'm boring, don't watch. If you think I'm great, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, it really helps me. I want to keep doing this. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.